Hello everybody, welcome to the new video. Today my friend Gasper is with me.
Hi.
And we're going to review another Agro Monarch replay. We haven't seen this one yet, but let's just go into it. Yeah, this guy supposedly is using a lot of bad words, so we will see what happens.
I mean, we don't get any monetization anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so now we don't have our Monarch player with us, so we will just try to see what the best plays are. So what do you think?
I mean, with this hand you have so many protection traps you can just go slow. I don't know if it's even worth playing anything at this point.
I agree.
Just pass.
Yeah, just passing because we want our breaker to hit back row next turn, so if they set Dust Tornado or MST we want to not be chainable. So.
Like, the only reason to do anything like set Torrential is if you're worried about some random guy playing Library.
Yeah, or Spirit Reaper, but those are very rare, so with Charity probably not discarding Serpent because it's Scrub League. Yeah, so not Serpent, but what is this?
This looks like Spice.
Yeah, and okay, maybe this Torrential will actually be alright now.
Okay, that's...
Yeah, I think we are supposed to use Torrential because if we don't, we are going to be... the big guy comes and discards 3 cards from our hand, I think.
Yeah, it's probably correct to just remove this.
So yeah.
Okay, we're Century Pandemonium, interesting. And there he is.
Yeah, so he opened the 3 card combo and discards his hand. 3 cards, right?
To be fair, I don't think that Archfiends are that bad of a deck just as a tempo tribal kind of thing, but when you're running this kind of combos, it's a little bit more tricky to pull it off.
Yeah, basically just a meme deck. But I've seen some guys play some, I think level 6 or level 7 Archfiends in their Reason Gate deck because I think they are protected against spells or something. Or against targeting, I don't know.
Yeah, it's against targeting.
So he discarded Breaker, Mirror and Graceful.
Honestly, if we just discarded anything other than Graceful, we probably would be very happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now just stuck with Asura because you don't want to expose Abyss to anything.
Yeah.
Alright. So what does this do? No.
It's basically you don't have to pay costs of your Archfiend effects, and you have to pay some shit at the beginning of your standby phase, I think, and something like that.
Oh, actually, this effect is quite good though.
Yeah, it's got some extra stuff on it.
So he summons Tribe, even though he knows that we have Asura. So I hope.
I mean, I guess we can anticipate a battle trap set then.
It has to be a battle trap, or else we are going to just win because our opponent is... Yay!
We saw an Abyss, which is a bit interesting.
I don't
because
agree.
I mean, if you're taking the read on the trap, then you might as well sacrifice your Asura for it, because I think the Abyss is just in general better. And yeah, there it is.
But also we gave our opponent some needless information because now he knows that we still have this Asura. But it's looking... the life points are going to be a problem, but especially because we are without our both power traps, so we can hope for this Asura to do the work now. But he has a back row, but we have to go for it. And it didn't work. Okay, so moving to the next game. I don't think if Nick here sided anything or not.
Maybe Spell Trap Destruction?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know how many he plays though.
So this opening is alright.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
In the light of the fact that this deck does not want to set any monsters to blind opposing knocks, I would just summon Sangan here.
Yeah,
And-
or maybe potential if you really wanted to push tempo, you could just summon Behemoth. Because realistically, the only punish is if he manages to somehow bounce it or banish it. And then otherwise he can't go over it, so you can just tribute it for a Monarch. But, I mean, it's fine either way.
But yeah, with this hand of 4 normal summons, he decided to not summon anything. That's because he wants to get value from his Torrential, but still, if you summon Sangan, you still get value from Torrential, and you also get to search Serpent for Abyss, which is more important. I think you should definitely summon something here. I mean,
Oh yeah, actually, I completely misjudged this hand. It's got Soul Exchange, so Sangan is 100% the correct sum.
yeah, I agree.
Okay, here comes the combo again. Will we torrential correctly this time?
Yeah, I think we should, just because, I mean, he can, if he discards our combo pieces, then again, we don't have anything to out his monster, expect, we have Torrentials, but I would just use Torrential now. And
Yeah,
fuck
I
it.
mean, he's got 4 cards, we've got 6 after that, and we can, even if we feel really frisky, we can heavy the field spell and whatever he sets potentially,
Yeah.
so we're completely fine after
Yeah,
that.
so Torrential and then heavy is the play.
Okay.
And it looks like, yeah, it looks like we are winning this one without a question. So,
Maybe he can climb back if he has judgment for this heavy and then does something after it.
he just changed.
Okay, that's an interesting card.
Okay, nothing to do. Oh, he does not use Lady. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, against this deck you kind of always want to use Lady just to not leave stuff up on the field for this exact reason.
Did we actually just not draw a card for turn?
Yeah, because he changed the trap, right?
Oh, right, yeah, sorry. Because of time seal.
So this game is over, like...
So, this is one of those grab league features, so when you're winning, your opponent can offer a draw.
This is a match and this is the second game and we're offering a draw. Nice. He's afraid of time.
Yeah, so we were correct. He opened the 3-card combo again. Look at this.
I mean, if you get it every time, you might as well play this deck because it's the most broken thing ever, right?
Yeah.
Good dust shit top deck.
Also, he decided dash shoots to counter this combo.
Well, yeah, it's kind of okay. I don't think it's worth it if you're going second though.
Yes, especially not because this is still an aggro deck, so he will not have a hand anytime except turn 1.
So I imagine he'll board them out after this game again.
So what now? We can tribute or just attack? I would tribute because
Honestly,
this
yeah,
is-
there's no reason not to.
So we see this my
She
body.
runs my body as well.
Yeah,
Interesting.
It's just weird. And upstarts. Okay, upstarts make sense. Okay, at least. So the theory behind this upstarts.
Oh, maybe he runs them so that he actually gets to resolve the effect in
Wait.
hand. Like, for example, if you summon the Zera guy, the small one, and then you want to activate the effect, but your opponent responds to the summon, and then you chain the my body as a shield, so you actually keep the monster.
I think this only plays around Ring and Torrential.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird, but I mean, I guess.
Yeah, but still, it's an aggro deck, so we have it for Mirror Force as well. So he searched and just set this Zera because he wants to keep his life points. But we have a game now with multiple ways. we show them, we show the both ways. So. Okay, so last game of this match, I imagine, because yeah, I remember Nick telling me that he was very triggered by this guy just talking some mad shit here, and that he really wanted to crush him. But yeah, oh, so he didn't keep, he didn't put those out. Which
Maybe he just doesn't have stuff in the sideboard to actually put in the deck that's better, but I mean, I doubt it.
I would just put the standard aggro hate, I think, for this.
That's just a beater, actually. It's a good beater if you have the field on the field, but otherwise it's kind of whatever.
Oh, I see.
Also, opponent's setting as the first play, so we can imagine this is like a Songun or some shit. Maybe it's a, I don't know, tomato, Mother Grizzly for some random shit in his deck, I don't know.
I think that we have to attack even though we don't have any...
yeah, I mean,
but
honestly, we have pretty good defenses with this hand, and we can reborn this Abyss Soldier any amount of times, so it's fine. Okay, he runs Jujutsus, interesting.
Oh no, this was very bad. But we have to blind... or not. This dash shot. Do we use it or not?
I think he did, just to stop aggression for a
Yeah.
while.
I guess, yeah. So, Sakuretsu, Breaker, Pandemonium, Zero, Virus and Knock. So, this is good for us because we can kill each of those monsters. I mean, only Breaker though and Virus.
Yeah.
So, we are good, actually.
And he can't really respond to the Abyss because we have skill drain anyways.
Yeah, so this Saku here is going to be a problem.
But I mean, we can just summon and not attack for a while. And hope he doesn't get like an answer. Although, again, we have skill drain, so it's gonna be difficult for him to actually overcome this, I think.
We can also try to use Snatch, this is another thing.
Yeah.
But I actually would... I would try to bite out this Saku as soon as possible, and so I would just use Snatch now, attack. He will use Saku. But if he doesn't use Saku, we are winning anyway, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so he first sacrifices his Abyss because he has revivals, okay, this makes sense. No short memory. Okay, he will save his Snatch and just used Cold Hounded. This is perfectly balanced, I mean it's okay. And so he top decked this one. That's okay for us. We don't care. And the best thing about this Abyss versus Virus is that Virus cannot kill Abyss. I mean he can, but he also kills himself because they are both Aqua types.
I was always wondering why Abyss Soldier isn't just fish, like he's literally a fish. Or whale or whatever.
So...
Sura's interesting. Just for another beater that we can like put down and attack with.
yeah, I think we should just kill those both guys with our beaters.
Like especially the Zera guy, because otherwise he could top deck something that makes him even better. And now we're pretty good, I think. We just need to wait for like actually good cards.
So maybe this is too soon, I would say.
Yeah, I mean we're in a good position, good enough. I would say that we can just wait for a couple of turns,
Yeah.
maybe.
The worst thing to happen is if this monster is a wall, and then we will be stuck with this Jujutsu and he will gain 1000 life points every turn.
Which could be relevant in these games easily.
Okay,
So
so
it's just a Koichi, okay. So it paid off, but I mean it's risky.
so I guess those are just desperate cards.
Yeah.
So I imagine we are winning next turn. Yeah. Oh, he gets a bonus turn. What happened?
He put a card back on top and then drew it again, so I guess he just misclicked.
And he offers another draw. Yeah, I guess this is a very good strategy. If every time you lose, then you can force a draw somehow. No, I'm just kidding, of course. He admitted, and yeah, this is it for this game. About this deck, I would have to say it's very interesting, but this build in particular sucks. It just makes no sense to play some jujitsus or whatnot in Reapers.
I think the whole philosophy of making it an Archfiend deck and going for some weird mix of good stuff, monsters and beatdown is just bad. Like, you should be probably, in my opinion, be playing this more like a control deck that tries to assemble the combo as soon as possible and has lots of cycle cards to get it.
You mean this combo with Zira?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, as soon as you strip your opponent of free cards out of their hand, they're not gonna do shit for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and especially if you can then continue with standalone cards such as this one, 2000 attack beater that doesn't die to Tsukuyomi or anything. It's really good, actually. So, okay, this is all for this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching, and see you next time.